I often get asked things about cameras, lenses and the gear that I use to create my videos. That's why I decided to make this video. This is what's in my camera bag. Let's go.
Only under my skin. I wanna let it in.
Here is what happened to me yesterday. I was filming this video, I recorded everything, and after watching the footage I realized that everything was out of focus. That means I have to do it one more time. I have to film the whole video again, but no worries, we are doing this again and I hope it's going to be great. Today I got a special topic for you. We are going to look inside of my camera bag and I'm going to show you everything that I use to create these videos, all my gear, lenses and that kind of stuff. I hope you're going to enjoy this topic. At least I like watching videos like this, what's in my camera bag videos, because I find them interesting. So let's start now. Here is my awesome tactical camera backpack. This is by the company called Endurax. Thank you one more time Endurax for sending me all the backpacks. I appreciate it a lot. And these guys hooked me up with some great backpacks for cameras. And this is the version that I'm using right now. If you would like to check out this product, you can click the link below and you will find it. But yes, for now this is the Endurax hardshell, I think it's called, Endurax hardshell. It's not very big, it's quite tiny, but in there is all my gear. There's nothing on the outside, only one thing, the Gorilla tripod. First thing, this is a Joby Gorilla tripod. I think this is a YouTube standard, a lot of vloggers have this and I think it's a good product. It's not great, it's a good product for vlogging. There are some things that I hate about this product, for example that it always gets loose. But for vlogging or just holding the camera like this, I think this is a great product. And yes, that's why I'm using this Joby Gorilla tripod. First product. Then, as I said, there's nothing else on the outside, but if we open this beautiful bag, all my goodies are in there. 3, 2, 1. This is all my gear, it's all storage in there. As you can see, it's not too much, but it's everything that I use to create these videos. And yes, let's just start with the lenses. Here are my lenses. First up, Nikon 18-105 millimeter kit lens. Okay, I've used this lens for such a long time. I've started with this lens and I still use it today, so I've used it for years and I think it's a great little lens. It can zoom in all the way to 105 millimeter and you can get a wide shot with 80 millimeter. In the end, I think to start out on YouTube or to start out in general, it's a great lens. So yeah, it helped me a lot when creating content. Then next up we got a special lens. This is the fisheye lens that I bought maybe 2 years ago. I've created a video about it maybe 1 year ago. You can watch it here or here. This is an 8mm fisheye lens by Mica, doesn't matter. It's manual, so aperture is manual and focus is manual. But I only use this for one thing, and that is skateboarding. For skateboarding, having a fisheye lens is very cool because you can get very wide shots and everything looks bigger. That's why skateboarders use these lenses. It's not that expensive. And the next up, this strange little lens. This is an old vintage lens. I think it's from like 30 years ago. I got this from my father and it's a very old lens, but I use this for one kind of thing, and that is macro shots. You can get nice macro shots with this lens. It does not even adapt to the camera. You can just hold it in front of the camera and then you can get only macro shots. It does only work for that. I think it's funny to have this little lens. Yeah, I do not use this a lot, but sometimes I use it. Then, as you can see, here were the lenses. On the other side we have this tripod. This is another mini tripod. This is by Manfrotto. This is similar to the Gorilla tripod, but I have to say I like this more because I think it's more handy for vlogging and I've used this a lot of times. I actually broke it in one of my videos, I think back in summer 2018. The whole blade that was on there broke away or fell away, and yeah, now I'm only using it like that, but it still works and I like it a lot. Down there I have a camera strap. If I'm honest, I almost never use this because I hate these camera straps, and especially these branded Nikon or Canon camera straps. I think they look so stupid. You look like the most touristy photographer and that's not what I want. So I almost never use this. If I use it, I use it to get more stabilized shots with the camera because it can stabilize the camera a little bit, but other than that I will never use this. Then next up I also have this little lock. I've talked about this before. If I'm ever somewhere where a lot of people are and I do not really feel safe about my camera gear. I use this to attach my camera back or to lock it, attach it to some kind of railing or anything like that, so it's safe. Because I don't want to get all this gear stolen, that would not be cool. Then next up, in here I have my microphone and the cable. This is the Rode VideoMicro, and I've made a whole video about this. You can check it out here or here, I still don't know it. But yeah, it's a great little microphone, on-camera microphone. I use this for everything, for vlogging, for making these videos. I've used this since I think half a year now, and I still like it a lot, even though it had some problems some months ago. If you remember, in one of my vlogs it was not really working, but ever since then it always worked. In this pouch are little things that I can use while shooting or that can come in handy while shooting. For example, I have this brush. If my lens gets dirty, it's probably dirty right now, but I can clean it. Is it clean now? And if that was not enough, I have this piece of cloth. And I have my super tactical torch. I've talked about this in other videos. Just some random things, a pen and the floss. If you are subscribed to this channel since a long time, you maybe remember a video that I made a long time ago where I talked about what I do with this floss. I basically got levitation shots or floating shots with this, and yes, that's what I'm using it for. That was everything in this pouch. This pouch is super important for me. This camera bag has another zipper here and they almost fell out. I have 2 extra batteries because I always run out of battery, and so I need a second and a third one. Then next up I have this little hard case here, and in there is just an SD card, backup SD card. If you need another SD card, I have one in here. Then the last thing, of course, the camera. Here is, okay, this is my workhorse. This is the camera that I create everything with. This is the Nikon D5300. I've had this camera for I think 3 years now, and I've always only used this camera. I love it, I still love it. I think it's a great little camera. It has the flip out screen, which I like a lot. And it's APS-C, so it's not that big. You've maybe seen that I got a new lens a few weeks ago, and this is the Sigma 18-35 f1.8. It's a great lens, it's very sharp, and since I think 2 weeks I'm using this now, and I've only been using this for 2 weeks now because I love it, and I think everything looks great that comes out of this camera and this lens. That's the setup that I'm using for everything now. Great setup for vlogging, great setup for creating cinematic videos. It even got damaged a little bit. This camera has seen a lot of things and now it starts to break down. If you would like to get any of these products, I will of course put the links below so you can check out everything. I think they're already below, a few of them at least. I did not start with all this gear. I started with the camera and the kit lens, and then slowly I started buying new stuff whenever I needed something. For example, I needed the fisheye lens, so I bought it. But in all, I think it's not a crazy camera bag or it's not a crazy gear kit. I think it's perfect for someone that would like to make YouTube videos or for someone that would just like to get started here. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to get my Lightroom presets, you can click the link below, the first link.